Hey there, it's Amelia from Sleepopolis, back at it with another pillow review. Do you wish for easy, breezy, beautiful sleep? Oh wait, that is the CoverGirl slogan. I guess that's stuck in my head from watching a little bit too much America's Next Top Model when I was a kid. If you know, you know. Well, this isn't top model, but could this breezy pillow from Tempur-Pedic be your top pillow? Okay, corny jokes aside, today I'm going to be reviewing the TEMPUR-Cloud Breeze Dual Cooling Pillow. That is quite a mouthful of a name. But I am a certified sleep science coach and I review new sleep products every single week here at Sleepopolis. So I'm ready to give you all the lowdown on what this pillow is made of, what it feels like, and who it's going to work best for. But before we can get started, make sure you subscribe to our channel for lots more reviews and sleep content. All right, let's get into it. First, let's go over the prices and policies for the TEMPUR-Cloud Breeze Dual Cooling Pillow. Now, first and foremost, Tempur-Pedic offers free shipping within the contiguous United States. Customers in Hawaii, Alaska, Puerto Rico, and other US territories will have to pay an additional shipping fee. Next, Tempur-Pedic does not offer a sleep trial with this pillow, so you can only return it if it's damaged or defective when you receive it. Third, Tempur-Pedic offers a 5-year warranty on this pillow. Now, as far as prices go, this pillow comes in two different sizes, a queen size and a king size. Currently, the queen size costs $189 and the king size costs $229. But do keep in mind that prices fluctuate, so head over to sleepopolis.com for the most up-to-date pricing information, as well as some exclusive coupons. So what exactly makes this pillow so breezy and cooling? Let's take a look at the materials. Now, first things first, we've got the cover here, which is 100% cotton. Now, this cover is removable and it is also machine washable. Now, if we unzip this cover, we can see the core of the pillow, which is primarily Tempur material foam. Now, on the top here, we've also got a Tempur Breeze gel cooling pad, which you can kind of see is this blue part here through this polyester netting. Now, if you're not familiar with gel memory foam, it's pretty commonly used in bedding products to promote cooling, as gel helps to draw heat away from the body. And I can tell you right now, this gel does feel pretty cool to the touch, which is promising for how cool this pillow will stay once you're actually laying on it. Now, additionally, both the king and queen sizes of this pillow have a 6.4-inch loft, which is on the higher side. But we'll get into that more in our sleeping position section. Now that we know what this pillow is made of, let's talk about what it feels like. Now, I tested this pillow out to get a good sense of what the feel is, but just keep in mind, you might have a little bit of a different experience than me. Now, usually when I'm rating a pillow's firmness, I rate it as either soft, medium, or firm. But I have to say, rating the TEMPUR-Cloud Breeze was a little bit tricky. So initially, it feels quite firm to me, but honestly, once I was laying on it, I felt that I was really slowly sinking in. And after I was fully sunken in, I got a quite deep contouring and molding around me, so that it ended up being a little bit more like a medium feel. Now, you can see when I squish this pillow just how slowly it moves. It really takes quite a few seconds for the pillow to reform, and I think that really shows how adaptive this foam is. Out of a lot of the memory foam pillows I've tested, I think this is one of the slowest sinking in feelings that I've gotten, especially despite how firm this pillow felt at first. And as I mentioned before, this gel pad does have that cool to the touch feeling. And even after lying on it for a while, it still maintains that really cold feel. Now, I was really impressed with this and just how long the pillow really maintains that cool feeling. Hot sleepers, I think this is going to be a really good choice for you. All right, now it's time to talk about how this pillow is gonna work for different sleeping positions. I tested the TEMPUR-Cloud Breeze on my back, side, and stomach to get a good sense of how it feels, so let's go over that. Starting off with back sleepers. For back sleepers, I generally recommend a medium firmness and a medium loft to keep the head and neck in line with the spine. I think the feel of this pillow is great for back sleepers, and while it is a little bit loftier than I usually recommend at 6.4 inches tall, the foam does compress quite a bit once you're laying on the pillow, so it ends up being not quite so lofty. So overall, I think the TEMPUR-Cloud Breeze works pretty well for back sleepers. Next up, side sleepers. For side sleepers, I advise choosing a pillow with a high loft and a firmer feel to maintain alignment. After testing it out, I think side sleeping is actually the most comfortable position on the TEMPUR-Cloud Breeze. The firmness being somewhere between medium and firm is a great feel for side sleepers, and the higher loft is ideal for keeping the neck from dipping too low or craning up too high. Now personally, I found this really comfortable, but if you have a larger frame than me, you might need something just a little bit loftier. All right, now finally, stomach sleepers. I usually recommend a low loft pillow that's pretty soft for stomach sleepers to prevent their necks from craning upwards, and I found the TEMPUR-Cloud Breeze to be just too firm and too lofty for comfortable stomach sleeping. I felt my neck craning significantly, which could cause a lot of neck pain down the road. All right, it's time to talk about the pros and cons of the TEMPUR-Cloud Breeze Dual Cooling pillow. First up, let's talk about the pros. Now, first of all, I was truly impressed with how cool this pillow feels. When it comes to gel foam, it can sometimes be a little bit hit or miss just how cooling it really is, but this one is the real deal. Now, if you're a hot sleeper or you just love that cool side of the pillow feel, I think this is gonna be a great option for you, especially since both sides have the cooling gel. Next up, I really like the feel of this pillow. As I mentioned before, it does have that firmer feel at first, but then it allows for really deep sinking in and contouring. So if you're a memory foam lover, I think you're really gonna like the feel of this pillow. Finally, I really appreciate that the outer cover of this pillow is machine washable, as that'll just help you to keep your pillow nice and clean. Now, let's talk about the cons. So my first con for this pillow would be it's not really a good option for stomach sleepers. Personally, I found it to be a bit too lofty and a bit too firm, and I felt my head and neck kind of craning upwards. So to prevent neck pain further down the line, I definitely wouldn't recommend stomach sleepers sleep on this pillow. Next, if you love a soft feel from your pillow, this may not be the best option for you, as it is overall pretty firm, even though it does allow for that deep sinking in. And finally, if you're a budget shopper, this may not be the best pick for you either, as it is a little bit pricey, but I think it definitely could be worth the price if you're really after a cooling pillow. Well, folks, that's it for this review. I hope you found it helpful, and if you're gonna be trying out this pillow, let me know in the comment section below. And if you're still on the hunt for the right pillow for you, make sure you check out the rest of our reviews here on our YouTube channel or over at sleepopolis.com. All right, well, thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye!